Welcome back to the K-Dog and Fish Show.
You guys supply the topics.
We put them in the K-Dog and Fish bowl.
3 topics, 3 minutes. Oh.
Start the timer. Let's go.
Greatest movie of all time.
Going Commando?
You ever been fired?
Let's talk about it.
Topic 1.
Let's go. Thanks to everyone who submitted new topics this week. We appreciate it. Your topics stay in the bowl until they get pulled. If your topic's pulled, you get a shout out on the show, or it's a B Money Blind Bag.
It's B Money Blind Bag.
Oh, all right. What's the topic?
This is a toughie.
Okay.
What is the greatest movie of all time and why?
I'm sorry, the greatest movie of all time?
The greatest movie
that is
of all
a loaded
time.
question.
All
All right, start the timer. Okay. The greatest movie of all time.
It's an interesting question.
I don't know if I could pick the greatest 10 movies of all time. The greatest movie of all time?
To you. Not in the history of film.
The greatest movie of, like, I'm such a Star Wars fan, so Empire Strikes Back is on that list. But is it the greatest movie of all time? Like, Shawshank Redemption. The Usual Suspects.
Also good.
The Dark Knight.
Also good.
I'm a huge Paul Newman fan. So is, The Hustler and Color of Money and Cool Hand Luke are all amazing.
Right.
The Top Gun movies. Roadhouse. But the greatest movie of all time.
Now you're just
School.
naming movies.
These are all movies that mean something to me.
Listen, in my heart of hearts,
Yeah.
I grew up idolizing. He's my Roadhouse
Yeah.
is
You're crazy
it's my
for Swayze.
it's my Casablanca.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's the greatest movie of all
greatest
time.
movie
I
of
know
all
it's
time.
not the greatest movie of all time.
I
It's
don't-
got a few plot holes.
Just a couple. Like ripping a man's thorax out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of it. But yeah.
It's impossible to say the greatest movie of all time and why.
All right. We got a minute 40. Greatest comedy.
Gosh.
Let's go there. Greatest comedy first.
Superbad.
Superbad? Pretty good.
Superbad or Anchorman. For me, those are the greatest, to me personally, the greatest comedies of all time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Tommy Boy, and Super Troopers.
Oh, Tommy Boy.
That's 3.
Okay, drama. Shawshank. If that's not on any, like that's on every critic's top.
Yeah,
list.
Shawshank's definitely up there. Yeah.
Shawshank and The Usual Suspects. For me, those are my 2 favorite dramas, or in The Usual Suspects, more of a crime thriller, but
Yeah, I'll give you both those. I'll give you both of those.
Both great.
I'll give you both of those.
Yeah.
I can't think of another drama off the top of my head that's really on top of my list.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump's pretty good.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Rounders?
Rounders.
Yeah.
I've watched Rounders. I also think greatest movie of all time based on how many times I've watched Rounders a lot.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'll
if we're
give-
doing that, then it's super bad and Beer Fest.
And Beer Fest, yeah.
Those are the 2 movies I've watched the most. Or Star Wars.
Well, there would be a strong argument for Beer Fest to be the greatest movie of all
Greatest
time.
movie of all time.
But we'd have to really dive into that.
Yeah.
But Rounders would be one of my better, like my favorite dramas. Okay, action.
Action. Oh, True Lies. We were
Lies.
just talking about that.
True Lies or Die Hard.
True Lies, Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yep. Predator.
Taking Face Off.
Not a real movie. That's an inside joke from our live shows. This is impossible.
Die Hard or True Lies.
Okay, if you had to pick just one film, just to answer the question properly.
One film.
Favorite movie of all time. For me, I'm gonna say, because I love Star Wars more than anything, I would say Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And it's why? Because to me, it's the best. Like, I love that movie.
I'd probably go with Tommy Boy.
As the best movie of all time.
I've just watched it the most of any movie I've ever watched. I grew up on it. I loved it so much. So.
That's a real tough. That was a really tough question. So, B Money Blind Bag. That was a
tough
toughie.
one. I might need a break.
Let's go. Topic 2.
Best song of all time. And why?
All right. This one is.
I guess we didn't really do the why part, but that's all right.
That's all right. Well, it was personal to us.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Topic 2 is from hey_it's_JC.
Hey!
I think you need a longer Instagram handle. At it's JC. Going Commando. What are the benefits?
Oh.
That's interesting.
Coming from an
All right.
expert over here.
Start
Yeah.
the timer.
Well, easy access.
Yeah, I mean, if
know.
we're talking the benefits of going commando, breathability.
Especially if you're paying by the hour.
Yeah, this completely reminds me of the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer went commando.
Yeah.
Kramer, say it isn't so. It'd be so. I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
But to me, I don't go commando quite often, but I
No.
will tell you that I hate the tidy whities
Yeah.
and the briefs.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah.
But I also don't like boxers, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because there's loosey goosey without the loosey goosiness of being fully commando. Like it's too much underclothing to have. Like
Gotcha.
it's too thick. I don't like boxers, so I compensate and I do boxer briefs, which gives me the best of both worlds.
Gotcha.
That's my sweet spot.
Yeah.
But if commando,
Yeah.
I mean the benefits,
You should try thongs.
really. The old banana hammock, maybe?
It does. It does the job.
The thong song
Does the job.
It does it.
Does the
Okay.
job, yeah.
Holds
Yeah.
everything in place.
Yeah.
But gives you that.
Yeah.
You get cheekability there.
Yeah. Just make sure you wear a long enough shirt in case you're bending over to pick something
Got
up.
it. You don't want
That
everyone,
happened to me at a Costco, and the shirt was
everyone
a
to know.
guy behind me was like, gave me his number.
He said thong.
I was like, okay, that's weird.
All right, commando benefits. I'd say you're right. I think easy access and breathability.
There you go.
So those are the benefits of going commando.
There are more. I think there's more negatives towards going commando.
Yeah, I would say
know?
there's a higher rate of.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, that
You know.
you got to keep that stuff
Yeah.
on the DL.
Yeah. Also, if you're like, at the urinal and stuff, and
Yeah.
you want to get out of there because you got some creepy guy next to you taking,
Sure.
just
Too many
asking
shakes.
too many questions and stuff, and you go one shake too little,
Yeah.
and you might have a little bit of a dribble.
So you want a pee bib.
Exactly,
Like
you got to go to the league.
taco from the league.
You don't want to have the dribble.
So the underpants are providing you with an extra layer
Yeah.
of leakage.
Especially if you're like in a restaurant and then you're gonna walk out in the restaurant with dribble. You almost gotta just pour water all over
Yeah.
your pants and just
Actually, speaking of the
pretend
league,
there was an accident in the washroom.
speaking of the league, there was that one episode where Kevin went commando with the pants that were so thin.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they can't technically be called pants.
Yamagoya.
No, that was a different episode.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. All right.
That was when he ate all the free Yamagoya
Oh, right. Yeah,
food.
that's right. Yeah.
The
yeah,
thin
yeah.
pants
Yeah.
were at that place that the other Russell took
Yeah.
him to.
Yeah.
Because
And it
he
was
having-
causing too much stimulation.
Yeah.
Is the nice way to
Yeah.
put it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Topic 3.
I don't think anything could beat going commando, but here we go.
You also don't want to go commando in the winter because that's also kind of
No,
it's kind of cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Who's this from?
It's another B Money blind bag.
Ew, all right.
Have you ever been fired from a job? And if so, what did you do?
Oh,
All right.
that's loaded, B money. All
right.
right. Start the timer.
Here we go.
I got fired from a lot of places, including when I was a busboy at Bonanza. I got fired. I was the produce guy at the Real Canadian Superstore, and I don't know if I got fired as much as I quit, but it was pretty mutual.
Yeah.
What about that catering place you work for? Did you get fired from there?
Oh
or-
yeah. Oh yeah. Super got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crown Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got super fired there.
You're fired!
I don't blame him either. I was like, you probably should fire me. I don't even know why I'm still here. I was never on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was, I barely did anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got super fired there. Why did I actually really get fired there? I think it was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
What about that place
You know.
in Newmarket at the Italian place?
Oh no, I never got fired. From
You
there.
didn't get fired from
No,
there?
no, that was
Oh,
cool. That was cool.
Okay.
No, that was always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just called you names
They called me names a lot of the time. And I just took it. Looking back on it now, I could probably file
because you weren't Italian.
a lawsuit against you now. But
You can't pull that off now.
yeah, I did get fired. I remember early when I was like 15 or 16. I worked as a busboy at a Kelsey's in Newmarket.
All right.
And I remember got fired from that because they accused me of stealing the server's tips. But I didn't steal the server's tips. It was just a lot of really servers.
Gotcha.
So you're blaming me for them not getting tips. I didn't take their money.
Yeah.
And this is back before there was like debit and everything. So a lot of people
Yeah.
paid cash. So there was always like cash tips
Sure.
and stuff. But I'm not like taking
No.
their $1.25.
No.
They just suck at refills.
Yeah.
Like, don't blame me for that. You know?
I'm trying to think of something where I legit got fired and I knew I deserved it, and I was like, I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I know. Well, I worked in radio.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I did get fired.
Yeah.
I got fired from one station, the Saskatchewan station.
I was quite surprised that you didn't get fired from all your radio jobs.
No, I didn't get. No, not all of them. No.
Like Q97 or Q107. Which one was the one in Winnipeg?
There was Q94 and Power 97.
Power 97, where you brought me on as a guest.
Yeah.
Which I don't think was something you were supposed to do multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, and we
Yeah,
were
there
just,
was actually-
I would just hang out with you in the booth, and then you just put me on the air.
You actually one time pretended to get that you were an athlete in the Pan Am Games.
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Interviewing you, and that was a lie.
You'd also use your power of your voice and the airwaves
Yeah.
to make fun of our friends, which
I
I
did.
always thought was so funny.
I did.
I remember my buddy Derek, it was his birthday, and he was all excited, and I was at his apartment, and we were going out, and
Yeah.
you were DJing that night, and he's like, "Can you message Fish and ask him to do me a birthday shout out?" And I was like, "Buddy, he's really busy." He's like, "Man, it would be the best if he could just do it for me." I was like, "All right." And this is back before texting and stuff, so I think I just called you. It was still a cell phone, so I think I called you maybe. I don't remember.
I think you called the station, or I had a beeper
or something like that, yeah.
I don't remember.
Anyways,
it was the 90s.
So I reached out to Fish and I was like, "Hey, it's Derek's birthday. Can you give him a shout out?" And you're like, "Yeah, for sure." So I remember we're all sitting in the living room and Fish comes back from break.
I don't
and
remember
he's like, "Hey, before we start this next tune, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine whose birthday today." And you're like, "Derek, happy birthday, buddy. Want you to know you're doing great, even though you have the smallest of anyone I've ever seen. Keep your head up. Happy birthday, buddy." And his face while we're sitting in his living room, I was just like, "Hey man, did you think he was just gonna you think he's gonna sing happy birthday to you like he's Marilyn Monroe? Like he's gonna light you up on the air."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to do that a lot.
Yeah. And you kept your job.
I did keep that job. I also didn't lose that job.
Yeah.
When this guy called in on our night, I know where the timer's up. Like we were way over here.
Yeah, just keep going.
But there was a guy who called in and he wanted a song request. It was all request Friday night.
Yeah.
And he wanted the song, and I'm recording these conversations to play before it airs.
Yeah.
So he's like whispering. I'm like, "Dude, why are you whispering?" He goes, "My girlfriend's asleep." And I'm like, "She's laying here right on me." And I'm like, "Okay, is she like, laying on her stomach or on her back?" He's like, "On her stomach. She's across my lap." I go, "All right, here's what I want you to do. If you want this song, I want you to smack her in the ass as hard as you can. Dude, she's asleep. She's going to get real mad. She's going to wake up. She's going to be mad." I go, "How much do you want that song?" And apparently I'm like, "Hold the phone right there." And he did it. And she screamed and hit him. And then I went right into the song. You deserved it. And I didn't get fired for that.
You didn't get fired for that either.
That was pretty good.
There you go.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got to do a whole show about radio pranks.
Yeah.
'Cause that was fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, and thanks to everyone who submitted new topics this week. Make sure you're following us on social media. We put it out there to submit new topics. They stay in the bowl until they get pulled, plus the B-Money blind bag topics. And we got to do this off the cuff, so we really appreciate you guys submitting them. Or in the comments on this show, you can submit topics. We'll put them in the bowl. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
Okay, dog.
See you again soon.